I spent the past 6 months working with a group of mod developers to make the most ambitious Minecraft project that I've ever been a part of. I'm talking about an RPG Modpack with custom-made questing and reputation system, a dozen of monsters and bosses with unique animations and attacking patterns, along with a sophisticated Souls-like combat system built around the Epic Fight mod, and also a leveling system that is built around solving puzzle dungeons. Now, it doesn't sound possible, but after 6 months of hard work, I think we've actually done it. So yeah, let me just jump right in and tell you what we've made. Alright, so let's start with the questing system. Instead of opening a book and finding quests that way, we've decided to go with a completely different approach. One where you actually need to go to the quest giver to find and complete the quest. I've tried to do something similar with Mineshafts and Monsters, which is an older adventure pack that I worked on, but it just felt too clunky and detached from the villagers themselves. But now thanks to Savvy and her hard work, we have a custom GUI with this little villager on the left and the villager's name on the top. And with that system, we've created over 100 quests lines across over 20 village professions, added by the God Villagers and More Villagers mod. There are different types of quests such as fetching items, extermination tasks, or they will give you an exploration map to find certain structures with mobs or mini bosses inside. The gods in particular may ask you to rescue some kidnapped villagers from pillagers, so not only do you need to find the structure, you also need to safely bring this villager back to the village. But of course, difficult tasks like this will bring you greater rewards, such as skill books which will teach you different combat movements. I'll get to that in a second. But the main quest line that you should be focusing on is the Guildmaster's quest. Now the Guildmaster has a booth that spawns in certain villages. His quest line is what you need to finish to complete the game. Just like my older mod pack, we'll be using the End Remastered mod, which overhauls the Ender Eyes into 8 different eyes which you can obtain via exploration. The Guildmaster will give you information on how you can obtain these Ender Eyes needed to go to the end. You may also notice a book in the chest on these booths, which brings us to our next point: reputation. Usually villagers are quite forgiving. Even if you kill their friends, they will still trade with you, though they will charge you slightly higher. In this mod pack, well, not so much. If they see you killing their friends or even just opening their chest, you will get a small icon on the right side. What does it mean? Well, it means your reputation has been ruined. And depending on your level of reputation, they will refuse trading or giving quests to you. Or worse, they will run away from you and send their guards and iron golems to attack you. However, the key component here is that they need to see you doing it. So if no one catches you doing it, your reputation will stay the same. I'm not suggesting anything here. You can increase your reputation by doing villagers favors, such as finishing simple fetch tasks or cooking food for them using the items in the Farmer's Delight mod. You can obtain something called trading scrolls as rewards for most quest lines. There's one for each villager profession, and you'll need to sign it with an ink sac to make it official. As long as your reputation is not too bad, villagers will trade with you if you have one in your hand. But if your reputation is so bad that they won't even talk to you, well, then your only hope is to pay off your sin. What you need to do is to craft a bundle of emeralds. Then you need to run through the guards and the iron golems trying to kill you, sign the bundle on the little book that you see in the Guildmaster's booth, then drop off the bag of emerald in the chest. A few minutes later, you will receive a notification that your reputation has increased. But if that's still not enough to stop iron golems from killing you, then, well, you gotta do it again. Now, I understand how tedious it is, but that's precisely why you shouldn't be doing anything bad to these villagers. Now I think we're getting to the most exciting part, the combat. We've built our pack around an amazing combat overhaul mod, which makes the movement very Souls-like and technical. However, there was a major issue with this. There aren't enough creatures mod that fits well with this style of combat. So naturally, I've decided to make my own mobs and bosses. Besides the creatures that I've shown in my previous videos, there's actually quite a few more additions. You can find most of these creatures in structures if not randomly spawning around the world. And here's a little taste of it. with the help of the Epic Fight mods creator and a few amazing people, I was able to overhaul quite a few other modded creatures as well. Of course, this is a mod pack after all, so you can expect quite a few amazing creatures and bosses from high quality mods such as Ender's Cataclysm, Meet Your Fight, From the Shadows, Illage and Spillage, Conjurer, Blood and Madness, and much more. There's this amazing data pack called Reinforced Creatures that adds these amazing custom mobs that works perfectly with the Epic Fight mod. On top of that, we also have mods such as Brutal Bosses and the Champions mod, which adds custom prefixes and abilities to vanilla mobs, making them much more difficult to defeat. On the other hand, mobs now actually need to see you to attack you, so if you'd prefer, you can perform sneak attacks on stronger foes. It's probably a good time now to explain to you how you can progress in this world. As mentioned before, you can obtain skill books by doing God Villager's quest. Some of these moves are crucial for you to learn if you want to defeat tougher enemies. You may also notice that there's a stamina wheel now. It drains whenever you run or jump. If you want to increase this bar or your health, you'll need to obtain spirit orbs. And how do you obtain these items? Well, by completing puzzle dungeons. Thanks to Smiley and his hard work, we were somehow able to replicate a similar feeling to Zelda's dungeons. Upon walking near these dungeons, you will find that you can't destroy or place blocks anymore. You will need to complete either simple parkour courses, redstone puzzles, or create parkours to reach to the end and unbind yourself. And before you ask, yes, there's crate in this mod pack, simply because it works amazingly well to create intricate puzzles. Besides getting stronger yourself, you can also find reliable allies living in the wild and persuade them to join you, which usually just means giving them food. Or if you like animals more, you can enchant your pets using different colors and play around with them using tools that domestication innovation provides. There are many other contents from amazing mods such as Terralith, Incendium, Alex Mobs, Untamed Wild, When Dungeons Rise that will give you an amazing modded Minecraft experience with dozens of biomes to explore and hundreds of creatures to encounter. With over 190 mods installed, you can safely assume that what I've shown here is just a snippet of what you'll be able to do and find in this mod pack. Now I want to address something since I know this all sounds a bit overwhelming. This is still modded Minecraft, and there are limitations and glitches that are almost impossible to anticipate without very thorough playtesting. Our team would love to work on this 24/7, but we can't really do so if we're worrying about our livelihood. That's why I've decided to set up a Patreon just for this project. The pack isn't actually out, but you can get the alpha release right now in our Patreon. If you cannot or don't want to pay for it, don't worry, it's still gonna be out on CurseForge after a month or so. But if you do decide to support us, not only will you be given unique perks depending on the tier, such as getting early releases, voting rights for future editions, appearing in some of our quest lines, or joining our exclusive Discord channels, but most importantly, you'll be supporting us so that we can work on this project and just make more dope shit. And again, if you can't make the donation, that's totally cool. If you want to support us in other ways, you can simply like this video and share it to the people that you think will be interested. And it's kind of a tradition here where I let you guys name my mod packs for me, so please comment below what you think the mod pack should be called, and the name with the most likes will be the official name. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.